Welcome to Touring the AFC South. I am your host, Mike Patton. And once again, we're back. And once again, we are representing Black women in sports this month. And we are giving them the love, the flowers, all those different things. And up next, I have a special guest that has been doing a podcast for 5 years. I'm going to let her talk about that just a little later. But I want to introduce you all to Miss Mykell Ramos. How you doing?
Mike, it's always a pleasure to see you, brother.
always fun to talk to you. I mean, I got to say the energy is always unmatched. When
You give me too much credit. You give me too much credit.
I mean, it always is. I mean, it's pretty unbelievable the energy with you and Tristan on the show. Always great energy, great banner, and I love listening to it and
First
watching.
off, no, you watch. So I gotta tell you, thank you, because you watch avidly and consistently, and we can't do nothing but thank you a lot for that. Sometimes your comments give comments to other people, and so, hey, look, forever grateful for that. Forever grateful for that. Tristan's a star, though. It's all about him. I
Don't
can't
let
do
him hear
without
that.
Tristan. I would be remiss if I didn't shout out my boy. Love you.
Yeah, don't let him hear that he's a star. He ain't gonna take that well. I'm kidding. But I gotta ask, of course, tell them just what all you do so that for those that are not familiar.
With the sports or in my life here?
Well, if you want to talk about what you do in your life, that's fine. But hey, sports definitely.
Um, I've always wanted to be a sports journalist. Since I was 9 years old. My favorite player, God rest his soul, Kobe Bryant. He said in an interview with Ahmad Rashad, it was one of his last interviews before he was cutting it close. I don't know if you remember that interview. And don't quote me exactly, but he said that people go through their whole lives not knowing what they want to do. And he was lucky enough to be able to find his passion at a young age. And, I can truly adhere to that because, sit in front of the TV and I love sports to death. And I just didn't know what I wanted to do with it. My father, God rest his soul as well, he was a big sports fan. He could play sports like no other in his heyday. He was an awesome athlete in his hometown of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And they say that he used to hold me in his arms as he watched the game. And you never know what's going to transpire. He just thought that he was having a relationship with his daughter. What ended up happening is, and I truly thank him for this. He would give me the seed that would propel my life. And I've always loved sports. And you're sitting in front of the TV and you're watching the NBA on NBC. I know y'all know that jingle. Stop messing with me. And the Bulls are riding high, and it's the Jazz and the Bulls. It's 97, it's 98, and I didn't even know who Hannah Storm was. I didn't know what Hannah Storm and Ahmad Rashad were doing. But when it went to her, it's made sense. And I've dedicated my life to it ever since. Sports is my passion. I know it's cliche to say that, and everybody's gonna say it, but I love it. I try to go off the mantra that I'm just like you. Those conversations that you have in front of, with your friends of who needed who, Shaq or Kobe. I have those with my friends. I never try to forget, no matter where I am, whether I'm in the Staples Center or in the Verizon Center and covering the Wizards or wherever I am, that little girl that was sitting in front of the TV. And I am a fan just like you. I mean, I put mics up to the best athletes, and inside I'm jumping all over the place because I am a fan, So, and I've been able. Roland Ramos started as a segment on Listen Up with Faraji Muhammad on WEAA 88.9 FM, and that's the radio station at the Morgan State University, which is my alma mater. And he would let me get a segment every Friday. Maybe last 10 minutes of the show, maybe 30 minutes, depending what was going on. and he would let me get a segment. I had my own theme music and everything, and I was on the Flex Zone for a while with Andre Melton, and he allowed me to get in the chair and do some hosting, and things had went into limbo with them, and I just decided to just go on my own way. And here we are 5 years later, and it's crazy that people have allowed this little thing that I've started, this whim to enter their houses every day, every week, and it's become so much that I'm tired. I need a break. And I think about taking a break and canceling a show, and it weighs so heavy on me. I can't do it because, I feel like I gotta continue to kick that content out there, but it's just crazy that people have I don't know why, it's just so crazy that people have allowed themselves to see sports through my eyes, because that's technically what it is. And they've allowed this little project just to become 5 years. 5 years. And
Wow.
like I said, thank you to Tristan for putting up with me. I'm bossy, man, but he puts up with me, and his devotion and his knowledge himself. Anybody listen to Tristan, it's, oh man, you can't deny what that man knows. And if I make $5, he makes it. I truly believe that. So I'm so grateful to you all.
Yes. And definitely love the show. Definitely. I gotta ask, I want to get a list of the teams you root for, if you don't mind.
I'm a Redskin fan first,
Okay.
because they've been Redskins ever since I was known of loving football. I kind of liked the Washington football team. At first, I was like, this is a pure cop out. What the hell is this? And then it grew on me. And then it was like, wow, we are the team from Washington. And the uniforms look good. And it's going. And then y'all suckers started the Commanders. I'm trying to let that sink in. But you don't know pain till you unless you've been a fan of the team of the football team of the nation's capital. But I love them to death. I never leave them. Love them, love them, love them. I don't know what the hell
Gotcha.
Carson Wentz is supposed to do, but I love them. 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 We were 24 hours, 24, getting Jameis Winston. What the hell are you doing? Anyway, um, I was a big Lakers fan growing up. Kobe and Shaq, I give arms to if I could. It's crazy the superstitions you believe in. I used to think if I wasn't sitting in front of the TV sweating and my palms doing going crazy, that Shaq wasn't gonna make one out of two. Uh, um, and it's crazy because I respect the Lakers. I want the Lakers to win now. Don't get me wrong. And I'm a big Carmelo Anthony fan, and I support LeBron James. I think he's the only person that could put on the Lakers uniform and make that kind of impact. But when Kobe and Shaq had that last had that all-star break, and they had that player spotlight, and they sat down and talked to each other, I thought that was the highlight of the whole thing. And I'm watching this, and it's like I'm seeing the nostalgia, and I'm seeing games where I live on the East Coast, and my mother would say, "Turn off the TV," and I used to turn it down enough to hear it in my sleep, or at least I thought I was hearing it in my sleep, because that's how dedicated I was. And it was like I used to yell at people saying, "You're not a Laker fan. You're just a Kobe fan. You're just Shaq." And I'm just a Kobe and Shaq fan. When they left, part of me left, and I finally realized that. But oh man, huge Laker fan. Third team. Hmm, third team. Third team. Jesus. Do I have a third team?
Well, if
I
you
mean,
want to leave it there, that's fine.
you can throw in the Wizards. I support everything DC. Bradley Bill. I don't know what you gonna do. You could have been a Laker. You damn self had a chip under your shoulder. I don't know how long you gonna keep giving this team loyalty, but I cover the Wizards, so I guess I could pick the Wizards. I'm from the nation's capital, so deep down, even though they bring me such pain, I always want to see them win.
Right. I understand. I understand.
Russell Wilson changed the game for me. I know he just went to Denver. Don't ask me how I like two NFC teams. I used to love the Seahawks. I'm a big Russell Wilson fan. You could have called me a 12th man. I was a big Cam Chancellor fan. Back when back when the Legion of Boom was on the cover of Sports Illustrated looking like Day 26 in the denim. I was a fan. Loved them. So they don't make
Um,
Cam Chancellors no more. They don't make
nah,
Chuck Taylors no more.
yeah, they don't make those guys that big, that strong, that fast. Good gracious.
Oh,
Now, I will say, I gotta ask, you spoke on Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul. Um, when can you explain the exact moment when you just became a fan of Kobe? That exact moment?
man, I don't even know. But he used to have me out here looking like Michael Irvin going back and forth with with the vein popping out. Oh man, I with Steve Smith. Y'all remember that? They was heated. I My greatest analytic endeavors came from defending Kobe Bryant. That was before I even knew I was being an analyst. So I don't even know. I loved him when he had the bush. I loved him when he didn't have the bush. And even when Shaq left, it takes a lot of guts to tell the most dominant player in the world, I don't care what you are, you still need me. So, oh man, I can't even tell you, but that was the guy. That was my guy. Still my guy. I have his jersey, and I was so pressed to have it, and it wasn't even the only white jersey they had was in a double XL, and I couldn't even fit it. My high school colors, '06 was class of '06 was yellow, and I would wear that. Now I just have it in my house hanging on the wall. but oh man, Kobe. People when he passed away, people were calling me asking me where I was. I okay? And I didn't know what to tell them because I wasn't. And and people get so caught up in it's such a celebrity. Nah, it was tears. And so I still catch myself sometimes like, damn, Kobe Bryant's gone. You know. So and on a grander note, my father went from 25 to 24. So to see him and my to find out that him and my favorite player exhibit the same number, it was I don't know if this was full circle or God's right. I don't ask me, but that's a it was really cool.
Yeah, I understand. I understand, and definitely a lot of connections there with the number 24 and Kobe and your dad as well. Um, definitely I can understand the passion and the fervor that you have when you speak about Kobe Bryant and of course, the connections as well and all of them kind of coming in as one. Um, Kind of want to change it up just a little bit.
Uh oh.
I do have a game for you.
Uh oh.
I've got two choices. You got to pick one.
All right.
All right. We're going to go Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan.
Ain't that a damn thing, you? Oh my gosh. It's crazy. When I was younger, I used to have this poster called The Swords of the Kings. Luke Longley, Tony Kukoc, Scottie Pippen, Ron Harper, Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman. They were all on this poster. So I think ideally everybody starts with Michael Jordan. But you asked me to pick, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you suck. I'm gonna go Kobe.
Yeah, I kind of thought you might lean that way.
I'm gonna go Kobe.
Um, let's see. I've got a DC one for you. Let's see. Sean Taylor or Daryl Green.
Well, Daryl Green, he was leaving as I got older to watch him. So I've seen Sean Taylor. There was times how the hell he get up the field to do that? You know what I'm saying? In this league now, oh, he would have been fined and suspended and all types of stuff. They don't. And to think he was coming off the bench on at the U with Ed Reed and look at this team. Oh man, we were totally robbed of seeing his career in total succession. It's so unfortunate, but definitely Chantel.
All right. Mambo sauce or hot sauce?
Mumble sauce.
I figured that would be a quick answer.
And there's two kinds. You got the light chunky kind, and you got the dark syrupy kind. So it's up to your own discretion. I live in Baltimore. They think that they make mumble sauce all the time. No, you don't. The only mumble sauce, and the truest of it, is in the DMV. And every time I go home, I get me a slab on my chicken and my fries.
Gotcha.
Mumbo sauce.
There you go. There you go.
Along with the go-go, baby. Play some Chuck.
All right. Here we go. That leads to my next one. I've got EU's The Butt or Chuck Brown's Bustin' Loose.
I'm a little bit younger for Chuck. I'm going to go with EU.
All right. All right. I figured you might go there, but okay. And I got another Redskins, bro. Redskins at the time question.
Whoever the hell they are.
You got Stephen Davis or Clinton Portis?
Who?
Stephen Davis or Clinton Portis?
It's just so unfortunate with Clinton Portis. All that over some damn health care. Like, come on, man. But Clinton Portis was just a different kind of running back. I mean, the way he ran the ball, he always moved his feet. You can even when he was going down, he moved his feet. Clinton Portis meant a lot to us in the DMV for a long time. So Clinton Portis.
All right. All right. Now, I definitely enjoyed the conversation. I definitely can sense, your passion and of course, for your teams and the players that you support. And, I will say that I noticed that always when you're on the air, and I can definitely appreciate that. And I wish you much success in all the different things that you do. And I just wanted to give you your flowers and show everyone, someone that actually has put in the time and does, puts her time into it, even when she doesn't feel like it. I wanted to give you your flowers and, do that on air, as I've been doing a lot of times this month with a lot of different people.
Yeah, there's a lot of us out here. I know you guys see who you see on TV, but there's a lot of us sports women out there, and things like this allow us to get that spotlight. Things that you're doing allows us to get that spotlight and gives us a chance to show that we out here too, and um, and it's to give or take of the taste you like. For somebody that's gonna love somebody else, they're gonna hate me. They might love me and hate somebody else. But I try to keep it interesting. Once you get on this Ramos train, trust me, I do. And I do the best I can. And you never know who's watching. You do this over and over again, and you find yourself getting discouraged, and you find yourself watching people and seeing their success and getting inspired and jealous of it at the same time. And I go through it all the time. There's plenty of days. I don't know if you saw on Twitter. I put on a day. There's plenty of days I ask myself, what the hell am I doing? And I'm just appreciative that someone is watching. You never know who is, and Mike, you watch. So I'm thankful for that. Like I said, I never thought in my wildest dreams that people would really look to me for sports. Now I actually have to keep this up. So hey, what can you say to that?
Right. Right. Now, I do have one other question for you. Um, can you name a black woman that inspired you to do what you currently are doing now?
In the industry or out of the industry?
It can be either or.
Well, okay, if it's out of the industry, I got to start with my mom. Not really a sports fan, like sports, don't get me wrong, but she never taught me. She took her perseverance, taught me perseverance, and never to take no. So, you know, if you think I'm feisty, you got to meet her. And um, in the industry, I've had a lot of people compare me to Jamil. I know Jamil personally, and Jamil and what she's done for sports broadcasting, what she's done for this country, and having a black woman as a voice and show that sports figures can be all that they can be and are human and political figures. I can't do nothing but not knock her and love her. And I've seen her on the screen for so many years. You know, you can't do nothing but look at that representation. Her, Carrie, you can't do nothing. Elle Duncan, you can't do nothing but look at that representation. And there's so many of them. And look at that representation and say, one day I just want to stand next to you. You know, it's not even about being a predecessor. It's the Joy Taylor. It's the objective of, just being able to stand next to you, and say I'm in the room too. We all here together. So.
Right. And definitely you named some heavy hitters there. Definitely Jamel, Carrie, definitely Joy. I mean, Elle Duncan. I mean, one thing you can say about all of them, they are authentically who they are.
Yeah. And I can't forget about the white women because that have meant a lot to me, that showed me what this is about. Because in all actuality, when we look at women in sports, we all got that one shot, so growing up seeing Hannah Storm, Cindy Brunson, they've meant a lot to me, so like I said, actually, especially Hannah, Lisa Salters, can't forget Lisa Salters, Pam Oliver, can't forget her, y'all talk a lot about this black woman's hair, but that one black woman's 20 years at Fox as a head sideline. Get off her, so all of them have meant so much to me, so.
Got you. Well, I want to thank you again for spending this time with me and allowing me to highlight what you do and do so well. I want to, just tell everyone where they can reach you on social media and what all you have going on.
Make sure you tune into your favorite, sports podcast, roaming the airways, rolling with Ramos. You can follow me at Mykell Ramos. If you want to follow me personally, it's MYKELLSADE, like the singer. Shout out to my mama. That is my middle name. Mykell Ramos. You can follow me personally on Instagram, on my Facebook, Mykell Ramos. That's RAMOS. You can follow Rolling with Ramos on IG. You can follow Rolling with Ramos without the H on Twitter. Rolling with Ramos on Facebook. We go live every Thursday. Still trying to figure out if we can go live this Thursday. It's so much to talk about, but it's just got to go to do some overtime on Friday, which means I got to go in overnight, which means if I do a show Thursday, I'm going straight to work after that. So I don't know how much I can do that. But we got so much to talk about. Like I said, I'll be feeling so guilty when I have to cancel the show. But make sure you tune into us every week. Me, Tristan, whoever we can get as a guest, pulling, even your boy Mike, you filled in.
I did.
Time, I'm pretty sure.
I did. I remember you had
YouTube, Rolling with Ramos. Subscribe. Can't forget that. And we are everywhere you get your podcast. Spotify, Google Playlist, Apple. Take us on the go when you want to go. Headphones. Somewhere else.
I hear you. Well, I will say this. I definitely, again, I enjoy your podcast or your show. I actually show podcast, however people want to say it and want to view it. I enjoy it. You and Tristan definitely are definitely people that I like watching and listening to. And Tristan definitely gets up there and represents like a reverend sometimes when he talks.
Tristan's audible.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. This has been another episode of Touring the AFC South with your host, Mike Patton. We're out.